Hi everyone, I'm Felicity Nixon, and today I will be sharing with you some tips to overcome present-phobia. I've decided to compile these set of slides because of some feedback that I've sampled from some of my friends. They have confided in me and told me that they do experience some anxiety and jitters before they present, and I think it could be quite difficult, especially when you've put in a lot of effort to structure your presentation content and to also be creative with your animations just to have fear cripple you before you present. I don't think that's fair, and I think everyone deserves to ace their presentation. So let's begin. The first step is to physically prepare yourself, to get into the mode of being calm and relaxed. And that's what we're going to talk about. Your body is a vital instrument in terms of delivering your content, and health is wealth. The countdown that we'll be looking at is between 5 days to 6 days before you're scheduled to present. My first tip is concerning meditation and mindfulness. It's a good practice to begin with, and if you haven't already done so, I would suggest that you step right into it. So, how I would go about it is by reflecting on an inspirational quote, positive message, or a passage from scripture, a really good dose of positivity and an uplifting sort of message that you could really stay with for a good 10 minutes. And just to take it a step further, you could also make a list of things that you're grateful for, all things that have gone right in the days before, and it would really help to cultivate that attitude of gratitude. The second tip would be to ensure that you have sufficient nourishment and adequate rest before you present. So I'm not just talking about the day before your presentation, but in the week before you do so on the day. So basically, it would help to take stock of what you eat and to generally refrain from eating excessively spicy or greasy food because you wouldn't want to suffer from a bout of indigestion or a stomach ache before you go up there on stage. And you would need to sleep for a good 6 to 8 hours, not just the night before, but again the many days before that, so that you develop that circadian rhythm within your system to help you stay fresh and revitalized on that day. My third tip would be to exercise. It's important to exercise, and this picture shows a bunch of people jogging outdoors. But if you're not yet comfortable doing so, especially because we're still in the quarantine and movement control order mode phase, you could do so in the comfort of your home by picking up a mat, using a gym ball, stretching out, and practicing some lunges or sit ups. But if you do get out there in the park, you would want to take note of certain sounds of nature. And I've picked up some sounds myself during my morning walk earlier today. And those were basically sounds of trees being blown by a breeze as well as birds chirping in the air. So maybe you would want to close your eyes and have a listen to it, and hopefully it will make you feel calm. So here we go. Right, you can open your eyes now, and I hope that definitely made you feel relaxed. So let's move on to our final tip, which is to stay hydrated. So drink about 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, but you would definitely know your own rule for you to feel more refreshed and energized, and it would help to take a couple of sips before you actually present on that day itself. So the second stage would be to practice. Practice may not make perfect, but it would help you improve. So preparation is definitely going to be key before you present on the day and before the spotlight's on you. The countdown that we're looking at is between 2 days to 4 days. And my first tip would be to stand up and speak out during your rehearsal. This is so that you can simulate the natural environment for your presentation day. And it would also be helpful to rope in a couple of people, perhaps your parents, your siblings, or your friends, to be able to engage with you as you rehearse and to give you some valuable feedback. And as you stand up, you would definitely build on your confidence. And when you speak out, you would be able to project your voice and get you more comfortable with how you're going to be delivering your content on that day itself. And it would also give you a sense of flexibility with your movement so that you can make use of the space that you're given. My second tip would be to time your presentation. It is important, and chances are you would be given a time frame during your slot. And on the real day, you might actually end up taking up more time than when you rehearsed. So you might want to watch your pace, and it would help you to be in the know before people are caught off guard and you start taking up too much of time during your presentation. My last tip would be concerning your voice. Your voice is going to be a powerful instrument in delivering your message and conveying your emotions. So, your tone and inflection are key factors that come into play here. And as we're discussing that, we'll also be scoping on pitch, volume, pace, and the timbre effect of voice. So, you wouldn't want to be too high that it sounds screechy and distracting, or too low that it becomes inaudible. And in terms of your volume, you might want to know in advance if you're going to be using a microphone or not. And in terms of your pace, please don't rush like a bullet train or be too slow that it sounds draggy. The best pace would be probably andante, which is at walking speed. So your conversational sort of speed as you're interacting with someone. The timbre effect basically represents the quality and the sound of your voice, that natural vibration that makes you uniquely you. So harness the maximum potential of your voice in a way that makes you stay true to yourself without faking it and to also exude your confidence. So we've come to the last stage, which is during your presentation, and it's showtime. So on the day, you need to know when to stop rehearsing. That's an important tip because many people work themselves into a frenzy and also in a state of tiredness, especially when they keep practicing up till the point of their presentation. And that could be really counterproductive because you would want to keep that momentum and energy level high as you present for the real deal. The second tip would be to be mindful of your body language, which encompasses your gestures, your posture, as well as your eye contact with the audience. In terms of your posture, you want to keep an upright frame, shoulders down, chin up, so that you really show people that your self esteem is high and they build off your confidence as well. In terms of your gestures, do make use of your hands or your palms so that you can channel that stress away as you move about freely on the stage and so that it looks like you're really comfortable and you're happy being there. It's not like you can't wait for it to be over. And also make good eye contact by scanning the whole room for your audience to feel engaged, to feel connected with you, and that would help. Lastly, add on to what's already there. Chances are you have your presentation well structured with all your salient points on the slide, so it would give you a chance to tell a story with your voice. So be communicative, be interactive, keep a positive outlook as well as a vibe by smiling, even when you feel like you need to pause or even when you're trying to recap your points as you go along. So that would also make people feel at ease as you present. I believe that you can leave a good impression by being your best confident self and that you would be able to pick on people's curiosity and grab their attention as you ace your presentation. So, just to have a small recap, please remember the three P's in a pot: physical preparation, practice, and present. So, if you do practice all these things and if you do bear these tips in mind, I think you can overcome your present-o-phobia. So I wish you all the best in your upcoming presentation. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please do drop a like and subscribe. Bye.